Hello everyone, welcome to the Project Neuron. My name is Boktiar Ahmed Bappi and I am working as a data scientist at iNeuron. I'm a data scientist and lecturer with more than 2 years of working experience in the field of machine learning, deep learning, computer vision and natural language processing. I also have experience working with microcontrollers and electronic system. So throughout this entire series of the project, I'll be your host. If you want to find me on social media, so these are my social media link. You can follow me here. So if you want to connect with me in LinkedIn, so you can connect with me. So this is my LinkedIn ID. And I have also one YouTube channel. So there I try to upload like data science related content. So here actually I try to discuss like new topic. So if you want to come here, so you can come and subscribe. This is my GitHub ID. Okay. So here basically I just try to update all of my like project. Okay. And if you have any query, so you can drop me a mail also. So this is my mail ID. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome to this project called Language Translation using Transformer. So this is going to be one NLP based project. So in this project actually you will be implementing one translation application. I think you have already seen this kinds of application, like I think you have already used Google Translator. Okay. Then Microsoft also provides this kinds of translator. Okay. So basically what we are going to learn here, like see, we are already using this kinds of application in our day-to-day life. Okay, so our objective is not to create a better like you can say translation application. Okay, instead of what we're going to do, we're going to learn like how this concept works. Okay, if you want to build this kinds of system, okay, what are the process actually you need to follow. So guys, throughout this entire project, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna implement one translation model. Okay, one translation application, so it will able to convert your English language to Romanian language. Okay, and if you want to work with other language, okay, you can follow the same process. Okay, you just need to change the data there. Okay, so now in this video I'm going to give you some of the overview, like throughout this entire series of the project, what are the things actually we're gonna do. Okay, so first of all, I will give you the introduction of this project. Then we'll be understanding the problem statement, because see, before implementing any kinds of solution, first of all, we have to familiar with the problem statement. Okay. Then once we have understand the problem, then we'll be starting with the solutions. Okay. I have proposed. So what is the solutions like I have created, okay, to like you can say prevent this kinds of problem. Okay. Then once it is done, then I'll start discussing about the code. Okay. So we'll be writing the code, and I will like discuss each and everything, like how you need to ingest the data, okay, how you need to transform the data, how you need to train the model, everything I will be discussing about. Then once it is done, we'll be also deploying the project. So once you have done the implementation, so we also need to deploy the project. Okay. Then at the end, I will like conclude the project, okay, with some task and assignment so that you can perform this one. Then understand problem, we'll be discussing about like problem description. Then understand the application scope, okay, like where we can use this application. Then I will also discuss about some existing solution. Okay, so whether some existing solutions are available or not, if they're available, okay, what is the like you can say difference, okay, without solutions. Okay, we'll be discussing this thing. And we'll be also discussing about like the solutions. So inside solutions actually we'll be understanding the solution description. Then we'll be doing some experiment, okay, with the notebook. So before implementing the actual code, we'll be doing some experiment. Then I will show you some of the flowcharts and architecture diagram, okay, of our entire project, so that it will be very much clear before implementing. Okay, then I will also discuss about the cost involvement, okay, in this project. Then once it is done, then I'll start with the code understanding part. So here I will give you the structure overview, okay, like how you need to create the folder structure and all about. Okay, then I'll discuss all the components like data ingestion, data transformation, model training, okay, model push and model prediction, each and everything. Then I'll also tell you what is configuration, what is constant, what is entity, what is exception. Okay, everything I will be discussing about. Then once it is done, then we'll be discussing about the deployment. Okay, we'll be deploying the project. Then at the last, I will give you some of the assignments, okay, and we'll conclude the project. Okay, so yes guys, this was the project overview. I think you got it. Okay, so throughout this entire series, we'll be discussing these are the components. Okay, hello everyone, welcome to this video. So in this video, let's discuss about like what is language translation. So I think I don't have to explain what is language translation. I think you are already using this kinds of application, but if I give you as a definition, so language translation is the process of converting a text or speech from one language to another language while preserving the meaning and intent of the original message. Okay, so suppose there is a person, he speaks in Hindi, okay, and by using some of the you can say language translation application, you have converted that you can say text to like you can say English. Okay, So we can call it language translation. Okay. So if I give you some of the example, like you can consider Google Translator. Okay, Bing Translator is also there. Okay, so this kinds of application is already available. Hello everyone, welcome to this video. So in this video, let me tell you what are the prerequisites are needed, okay, to continue with this project series. So here I'm expecting you are familiar with the natural language processing concept. Okay, at least I think you should have worked with the text data. Okay, and you should be familiar with the Hugging Face, okay, library. Like there is a library called transformers. Okay, so using transformer actually will be implementing this entire project. Okay, then I'm expecting you are familiar with the Python programming, because here the programming language we'll be using, which is nothing but Python. And I'm expecting your Anaconda installation is already there, okay, in your system, because I'm not showing like the installation here. And you should have good internet connection. Okay, so these are some prerequisites are needed to continue with the course. Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video, let's discuss about the problem statement of this project. Okay, so guys, there are many languages over the world, and if you want to communicate, okay, across the world, so you need to understand their language also. Okay, but it's not possible, like we can't learn actually so many languages. Okay, suppose you can remember 2 to 3 languages, but it's not possible to learn all the languages. So to overcome this issue, actually what researcher did, so researcher already researched on that, like how we can solve this kinds of problem. So they have came up with this kinds of language translation. Okay, and already like Google, Microsoft, they have already published their application. They're already you can say hosted their application, like Google Translator or Bing Translator we are using. Okay, by using that, actually we can convert any text to any other text. Suppose you want to convert English to Hindi, okay, it is also possible. If you want to convert Hindi to English, okay, it is also possible. So that's kinds of actually translation we do. Okay, so the main problem statement is like across the world there are so many languages, okay, people are using. So if you want to understand them, okay, if you want to understand their language, okay, so what we can do, we have to build such kinds of system, okay, so that it would be able to convert, okay, their language to our language. Okay, so that's actually we can define this problem statement. Okay, yes guys, I think you got it, like what is the problem statement you can define in this project. Okay, hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video, let's discuss about like what is the application scope. So if I talk about this scope of the application, okay, so it is already available, so you don't have to build it, okay, from scratch. Suppose there is a Google Translator, Bing Translator, okay, it is already available. So if I want to tell you about the scope, so this is the scope, guys. So basically you just need to create one system, so it would be able to convert any language to like you can say any other language. And you should like host this application so that people can use it, okay, over the world. So this is the scope of the application, but here we are not gonna implement the actual application, because it is already available and it's not easy, okay, to build this Google Translator. Okay, so we'll be just learning the concept, like how you can develop these kinds of application. Okay, hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video, let's see like some existing application of this language translation. So I think I don't have to show you, I think you have already used this kinds of application like Google Translate. Okay, so if you want to convert any like text to any text, okay, it is also possible. Suppose here you just write how are you. Okay, so it will convert to Bengali, because here I have select Bengali. Okay, if you select Greek, so it will convert to Greek. Okay, so that's how actually you can use this kinds of application, even not only in Google. Okay, if you are using Microsoft Bing, so there actually will get this kinds of translation. Okay, so these are some you can say translate application, okay, available over the internet. And if you just search like language translator, okay, you will see like lots of application is there. Okay, hello everyone, welcome to this video. So in this video, let me show you the solution actually we have created. So here guys, actually I have trained one transformer based model. Okay, I haven't trained like entirely trained, it is already trained model. So basically what I did, I just fine-tuned that model. Okay, so this model is already trained on English and Romanian dataset. Okay, so basically this model is able to, like you can say, translate your English language to Romanian language. Okay, so instead of talking too much, let me show you the demo, like how your application will look like. Okay, so let me execute my application. So I'll just write Python main.py. Okay, so there is a main.py file I have created. So this is the root file. Okay, you just need to run. This is the endpoint basically. So let me run. And here actually I have created one fast API web app. Okay, so actually it will launch okay, in this port and host. So I will go to my browser, and here let me search localhost. Okay, and here instead of 8080 I will just give 8000. Now if I hit enter, so we will get this kinds of page. Okay, so this is the first API web app. Okay, and here I have created two route. One is like training route and one is like prediction route. Okay, so if you want to train your okay, if you want to train this model, so what you can do, just click on try out and click on execute. Okay, so it will start the training. So basically what it will do here, actually I have automated everything. It will get the data from the G Cloud. Okay, G Cloud bucket. Then it will do the transformation, it will apply validation, it will do the model training, it will do the model pusher, everything it will apply. Okay, automatically, you don't have to do anything. And there is another prediction round. So once you have trained the model, okay, so you can do the prediction also. So I already have trained the model, and this model is presented in my G Cloud. Okay, so here I'm not going to train the model because it will take time. You can try from your side, and I will show you like how we can create this training pipeline. Okay, so now let's do some prediction and see whether it's working or not. Okay, so I'll click on predict route, and here I'll just click on try it out, and let's give some text here. So I'll just give hey, how are you? Okay, so it should be converted to Romania text. Okay, so I'll just click on execute. So guys, here if you see, first of all, it will get the train model from my G Cloud. Okay, if it is not available in your local. Okay, once it has downloaded the model, okay, it will do the prediction. So I will come back once it is done. So guys, here if you see, prediction is done. So this is the response. Okay, so this is the Romanian text. Okay, so this is this means like hey, how are you? It is representing. That means our application is working fine. Okay, so here I'm not worried about the front end part. So you can if you know HTML CSS, so you can add a beautiful front end. But here our main objective is to learn the pipeline. Okay, so yes guys, this is the like you can say solution we have created. Okay, and throughout this entire series of the project, we'll be creating the entire like this solution. Okay, hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video I'm going to tell you like where you can get this kinds of data. Okay, so guys, as I told you, actually we'll be using like transformer based model here. Okay, and if you are using transformer based model, so you should use Hugging Face for that. Okay, so Hugging Face is an organization. So I think if you know, so if you just search about Hugging Face, so Hugging Face actually provides many things. Like if you want any model, okay, so based on your task, actually you can select the model. Suppose here if you see, so what kinds of tasks actually you want to perform, based on that these are the model are available. Okay, and it also provides like data sets. Okay, if you want any data sets, so you can also get the data set from here. So basically here what kinds of tasks actually we are performing translation related task. Okay, so if you just select like translation related task, and here you will get a lots of like data. Okay, now here actually you need to select which kinds of data actually you want to use. So as I already told you, here actually I'll be implementing one application. It would be able to convert your English language to Romanian language. Okay, so for that there is a data set called RO hyphen EN, that means Romania to English. Okay, so this data set actually we'll be using. And how we can get the data, so there is a already like you can say API, there is already class from Hugging Face. If you see load data, from dataset load data. Okay, so if you just install transformers, so you will able to like import this library. Okay, so once you have done, then here you just need to provide the data name. Okay, like a dataset name and this one. Okay, then what you need to do, if you just execute this cell, it will automatically download the data. Okay, so this is like very easy if you are using like Hugging Face. Okay, and if you are not using Hugging Face, so you can just search about the data in like you can say internet. Okay, you will get these kinds of data, so you can download as, so you can also download this data. Okay, it is also possible, but here we are not gonna download the data, as I already downloaded the data, and I will also provide the data set. Okay, so I will give the dataset in your resources section, so that you can like download the data and you can store in your G Cloud, because we'll be reading the data from our G Cloud itself. Okay, hello everyone, welcome to this video. So in this video, let's discuss this notebook. Okay, see guys, before implementing your actual modular coding, you need to do some experiment, okay, on the notebook side, so that actually things would be very clear. Okay, like what are the things actually we're gonna do. So that's why actually when I implement any project, I just try to like load the data set and I just try to play with the data. okay, before implementing the actual code. So that's why let's do some experiment on the notebook, like how I did the experiment. Okay, I'm not going to run this notebook because it will take time. Okay, I'm going to like explain what are the things actually I have done. Then later on I will copy the same thing, okay, and I will do the modular coding. Okay, so guys, here if you see, here I'm not doing anything, I'm just importing some of the libraries. So here if you see, I'm like install if I show you here, I'm importing this transformer and all. Okay, so this transform actually you need to install if you want to use Hugging Face. Then this load data set, okay, this class, then auto tokenizer, okay, then then sequence to sequence model, okay, then data collator. So these are the things actually I need. Okay, then I'm defining my project directory path. Then after that actually I'm installing some of the libraries, okay, the libraries I need. Then this command actually is for if you want to check your GPU, so you can do it. Okay, then this is the model, guys, actually I'll be using. So this is the model checkpoint path actually I'm defining here. So here is the link. If you just click on the link, so it will redirect to the model. So guys, if you see, this is the model. Okay, so what you need to do, you just need to copy the name of the model. Okay, copy the name and just keep it here. Okay, so there is already, like, you can say model loader is available in Hugging Face, okay, in transformer. So if we just give this name, it will automatically download the model. Okay, then this is my data. As I already told you, I'm loading my data, and I'm also loading this matrix. Okay, so what is the, like, you can say evaluation matrix. So it is nothing but sacred blue. So here if you, I have written, if you want to learn about like this matrix, okay, like this blue score. So if you are implementing any translation related like you can say application, so you need to use this kinds of evaluation matrix. Okay, then this is the data. So here I have 6,10,320 training data. Okay, this much of validation data and this much of testing data. Then after that, here if you see, I'm loading my tokenizer. Okay, and I'm just providing my model checkpoint, which is nothing but this name. Okay, this name, it will automatically load my like tokenizer. I think you already know what is tokenizer and all about. Okay, so this tokenizer will help you to convert your text data to numerical form. Okay, so here if you see, here I'm passing this text, hello, this is a sentence, okay, inside my tokenizer, and it is returning two things. One is like your input IDs and one is your attention mask. Okay, then here this is the another example. Okay, then if you see, so here I'm defining this preprocessing function. So this preprocessing function will help you like to preprocess your data, and it will apply this tokenizer, okay, on top of your entire data. Then it will return the data. Okay, then here if you see, I'm loading the model. Then here actually I'm defining my batch size, learning rate, weight decay, and number of epochs I want to train. Okay, you can increase the epoch size, but for me I was doing some experiments, so that's why I kept it like very less. Okay, then this is the data collator like you can say object you need to create, because as a batch actually we need to send our data, okay, during training. That's why this is needed. Okay, then here I'm defining my training data, validation data, and my generation data set. Then here I'm defining my optimizer. Then I'm compiling my model. Okay, then once it is done, I'm fitting the data, okay, in my model, and actually it is like training. Okay, and this is the validation loss and this is the loss. Okay, you can see here. Then after that, I'm saving my model. Then for testing, I'm loading the model again. Okay, then with that, I'm also loading my tokenizer. Then here if you see, first of all, I'm tokenized the like sentence. Then after that, actually I'm doing the prediction, which is nothing but, see, this is the Romanian like text. Okay, so this is the input, this is the output. So that's actually I have performed all the things. So now you have the notebook. I will provide the notebook. Okay, just try to execute from your side and try to understand what is happening here. Okay, so guys, throughout this entire like series of our project, we'll be implementing the same thing, okay, as a modular coding. Okay, so in the next video actually I'll be discussing about some flowcharts I have created, okay, of each components, okay, of our project, so that it will be very much clear whenever I will be implementing the components, okay, by seeing the flowchart. Hello everyone, welcome to this video. So in this video, let's discuss some of the flowchart, okay, of our like some of the components. So guys, in this project actually we're gonna create some of the components like data ingestion, data transformation, model training, okay, then model evaluation, model pusher. So these are the component are needed, because whenever you will be run the pipeline, it will be running one by one. Suppose first of all data ingestion will be running. Okay, after ingesting the data, your data transformation pipeline will start. Okay, after transforming, your model training will start. Okay, that's how it will start step by step. Okay, so now the question is like how we'll be creating these are the components. Okay, so before implementing the actual code, if we have these kinds of flowcharts, so it would be very much easy for us to understand like what I need to do. Okay, so guys, here I have created some of the flowchart, as you can see here. So this is the data ingestion component flowchart. So here basically it will take some of the configuration like data ingestion directory and data ingestion raw file path. Okay, these two argument it will take. Then it will start the data ingestion, and then it will initiate the data ingestion. It will get the data from the G Cloud itself. Okay, as I already told you, I'll be reading the data from my G Cloud bucket. Okay, so get the data from G Cloud. After getting, it will store the data to my artifacts. Okay, so it will create a folder called artifacts. Inside artifacts, it will save all the data. Okay, so that's how actually it will be working. Then this artifacts path actually will be returning to my other stage to take that data and apply the transformation or model training and anything. Okay, so this was all about data ingestion components. Okay, now let's discuss about data transformation one. So guys, this is the data transformation. Again, it will take, these are the configuration. I will tell you like how to create. These are the configuration. Configuration is nothing but it's just a, like you can say, path. Okay, so some of the path or some of the file name you will be passing. Okay, so the way actually you do, like you write in your like code, okay, as a hard code value. So instead of writing that, we'll be keeping inside a configuration. Okay, we'll be creating one data class, and inside data class we'll be keeping these are the thing. Okay, then it will start a data transformation. Okay, then see, it will take your data from the data ingestion artifacts cells, because it has already saved inside data ingestion artifacts. It will take the data from here. It will apply the data transformation. In data transformation, what are the things it will do? It will apply the tokenization. Okay, it will apply the tokenization. Then it will save the tokenized data in the artifacts again. Okay, and it will return the path, okay, to the other stage. So this is the model trainer. So then model trainer will start. Model trainer, these are the components it will take. Okay, these are the configurations it will take. It will start the model trainer. Okay, it will get the data from your transformation artifacts. Okay, then it will apply train test validation. Okay, then it will train the model. Then it will save the model. Okay, it will save the model like that. See, this is the your model. Okay, so that's actually, you can also create model evaluation, model pusher, like you can say flowchart, but I'm not going to create because it would be very much easy. So these are the three components actually very important. So that's why I created this one. Okay, so that actually you can get the idea. So it would be very much clear whenever I'll be implementing the actual code. Okay, so yes guys, this was a quick video. I just wanted to show you like the flowchart actually you can follow before implementing any project. Okay, hello everyone. So in this video actually I will tell you like what are the cost involved in this project. Okay, so basically here actually we'll be training the model. Okay, so basically if you want to train any deep learning model, at that time actually you need a good instance. Okay, so here you can use some paid actually resources like Paperspace or any other website. Okay, I'll be using Google Colab Pro here. Okay, but you can select any of them. So basically here you need some cost. Okay, so then you have model storing cost because after training the model, we'll be also pushing that model to the S3 bucket. Okay, so that we won't be losing that model. So storing model actually you have to pay for. Okay, then data storing cost also. So here basically we'll be reading our data from the S3 bucket. So that actually it would be better. Suppose if I am storing all the images in the S3 bucket. Okay, so I won't be losing these are the data. Okay, I can also store it in my GitHub, but if you have like more than 100 MB, so it won't be allowing you to store the data. So it's better if you are storing your data to the S3 bucket. So at that time you need some cost, and definitely we'll be deploying this application. So there actually you need to pay for the deployment, because there actually will be using some of the, you can say, services from the AWS. Okay, so it needs some cost again. So these are the cost actually involved in this entire project. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know. Okay, hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video, let's create the folder structure of our project. Okay, so actually we need to like create the folder structure and file structure. Okay, for implementing the modular coding. So guys, here if you see this way, actually I'm going to create my folder structure. Okay, so basically first of all you need to define one like root file. Okay, which would be your project name. So this is so this one I have taken from my previous project. Okay, which was nothing but helmet detection. Okay, but you don't need to give helmet detection, you just replace with your name. Okay, like here we are using translator. Okay, so just try to rename it translator. Okay, then inside translator we'll be creating one folder called components. Inside components we'll be creating all the components like data ingestion, data transformation, model evaluation, model training, and model pusher. Then we'll be creating configuration. Inside that will be here I was using S3, but here I will be using GCP sensor. Okay, then constant, then entity. Inside entity we'll be creating artifacts and config, exception, logger. Okay, then our prediction pipeline, and our utils, and our ML folder. Okay, so these are the files and folder I just need to create. Okay, before writing our code. So what I will do, I will quickly create the folder and I will show you like what are the things I have done. So guys, here if you see, I have created all the folders and file. So basically see, this is my root folder. So there was, it is helmet detection, but here I have kept it as language translation. And if I expand this folder, so you will be able to see all the components, configuration, constant, entity, exception. See, components, constant, entity, exception, logger, everything, ML. Then here, instead of configuration, here if I show you, instead of configuration, I have just named it cloud storage. Okay, inside that I have created this G cloud sensor instead of S3 operations. Okay, so these are some minor changes I have done. If you just relate it with the flowchart, you will get it. Okay, then here actually I'll be writing all of my G cloud related code. Suppose if I want to connect with my G cloud, okay, with the Python code, and how we can get the data from the bucket itself, how we can push the model, everything would be we'll be writing here. Okay, then this is my components. See, inside components, all of my components are available: data ingestion, data transformation, model trainer, model pusher. See all the thing. Okay, then inside constant, so there is a constructor file I have created. So inside that I will be mentioning all of my constant. Then entity, artifacts entity, configuration entity, exception. Okay, here we will be writing our code exception. Here we will be writing our code logger. This is the ML folder. Inside that we will be defining our prediction model and all. Then this is the pipeline. So here, this is the final pipeline. And here actually we'll be writing all of the pipeline. Okay, after creating all the components. So here I kept the notebook. So that notebook I discussed. Okay, so that you can refer. Then I have created some additional file like docker compose and docker file. Okay, requirement.txt and setup.py. Okay, so these are the files and folders are needed to implement this project. Okay, and see, this is the best folder structure what I feel like, because whenever I create any project I follow the same folder structure. Okay, so it makes me like organize my code like in a good way. Okay, so that's why I like this folder structure, so you can follow the same folder structure. So what I can do, just for your reference, I can commit this changes, okay, inside my GitHub. So for that, let's go to my GitHub. So here, first of all, let's create one repository. So I'll just click on new repository. Okay, so just name the repository. So I'll give language translation using transformer. Let's keep it as private, and let's add a readme file, and I will also add git ignore. So I'll just search Python because I'm using Python programming language. And let's take a license. So I'll take MIT license. Now I will create the repository. Okay, now just click on the code and copy the link, and now open your folder like where you have created your this file is folder structure. Okay, so guys, here actually I've created my folder and file structure. So I created one translate folder, project folder. Inside that I created everything. Now I'll open my terminal here. Just open up your terminal or anaconda prompt or git bash, anything. Okay, now I'll just write git clone and I will paste the link. Okay, the link I have copied from my GitHub, and I will hit enter. So it will clone the repository here. Okay, it's done. Then I will open this one and just copy everything. Okay, copy or cut everything. I'll cut. Make sure this .git file is there. If you are not able to see it, just try to activate your hidden item. Okay, from the view itself. Then go back. Now paste outside of this folder. Okay, now you can remove this folder. Okay, now see, these are the files and folder are available here. Now if I open my VS Code, okay, now guys, if you see, there is a source control. If you just click here, so you can see all the changes. Okay, you can commit. So now let's commit. So I'll open my terminal again, and I'll just clear the terminal, and I'll just write git add space dot, then git commit -m. Then let's give a message called folder structure added. Okay, now let's do git push origin main. Okay, because this is my main branch here. If you see, okay, it's uploading everything. Okay, it's done. Now if I go back to my GitHub and refresh here, so guys, here if you see, all the commit has been changed here. Okay, so yes guys, we have successfully created our folder structure, and we have also committed this code okay, in my GitHub, so that I won't be losing this other code. Okay, if my system is also crashes, it's fine. So in our next video, what we are gonna do, in our next video actually we'll be creating our first of all we'll be doing the requirement installation. Okay, then after that we'll be writing our exception and logger. Okay, then we'll be also writing our G cloud sensor module. Okay, hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video, let's do the requirement installation, okay, of our project. So here if you see, I have already created the folder and file structure. Okay, so what you can do, just open up your VS Code here. Okay, so here I'm using VS Code. You can use PyCharm also, it's fine, but I like VS Code. Okay, that's why I'll be using VS Code. So if you want to open VS Code, just right click, and here if you will get the option. Okay, otherwise just open up your terminal here. Let me open again. Open up your terminal or anaconda prompt, anything here. Okay, and if you just give a command like code space dot, okay, and if you hit enter, so it will open up your VS Code. Okay, so this is my VS Code. So here first of all I will open this requirement.txt. Okay, so here I need to mention some of the requirement, okay, uh, like needed for this project. So guys, these are the requirements are needed. So here if you see, I'm using transformer. Okay, then from the transformer itself I'm also using sentence pieces, then TensorFlow, dataset, okay, then evaluate, matplotlib, numpy, scikit-learn. And what is this hyphen e space dot? Okay, I will tell you. Then I'm using fast API. Okay, so these are the some utility library I need. Okay, so let's save it. Now here actually what is this hyphen e space dot means? Okay, suppose here if you see I have created one setup.py file, and as I told you, this is going to be my root folder. Okay, root project folder. Inside that I have created all of my components. Okay, all of my components, all of my like entity, all of my exception logger, everything. So whenever I'll be writing my modular coding, I think you know we import some of the thing from other file itself. Okay, so if you want to use as a local package this folder, okay, so you have to install it also. Okay, how we can install? Using setup.py. So let's write the setup.py here. So guys, this is the setup.py. You just need to mention. So basically what it will do, it will look for this constructor. Okay, every folder here if you see dot underscore underscore init underscore underscore dot py, this file, if it gets this file, okay, it will consider this folder as my local package. Okay, so this is the code, and this will remain for your every project. Okay, you don't have to change anything. Okay, so now what I will do, I will save it, and now I'll go to my requirement.txt. Now see, if you mention hyphen e space dot, so it will look for the setup.py and it will install. Okay, and whenever it will install, it will also install this is as my local package. Okay, so now let's install my requirements. So what I will do, I'll open my terminal. So before installing, you just need to create one conda environment. Okay, so to create the conda environment, there is a command. So guys, this is the command. So conda create hyphen n. So this is my environment name I'm giving it as translate. Okay, then I'm using Python version 3.7.6 and I'm giving hyphen y. Okay, now if I execute, so it will create one environment called translate. Okay, so now let's wait. So guys, if you see, it has created the environment successfully. Now you can activate. So this is the command it has given. So just write conda activate. Okay, translate. Now it would be changed anaconda to your translate. Okay, now let's clear the terminal. Now I'll just write pip install hyphen r requirement.txt. Okay, this is the command, so it will install all the requirement. So guys, it is going to take some time. Okay, because here lots of packages would be installed. Okay, so I will wait. I will come back when it is done. So guys, requirement installation is done. Here if you see, there is no error. I think you won't be also getting any error. Okay, so everything is fine. So now actually in our next video itself, we'll be writing this one. Let me show you this logger module, exception module, and our this cloud stories. Okay, that means our G cloud sensor. So I already recorded these three components. Okay, for my previous project, and this is going to be the same, but you just need to change the name. Okay, suppose there actually I was using suppose head space classification. Instead of that, you just need to give your language translation. Okay, only your project name would be changed, otherwise everything would be remain same. Okay, so what I will do, instead of recording this video, I will give that video. Okay, just get the idea, although I will give the code. Okay, so you just try to relate with that. Okay, hello everyone, welcome to this video. So in this video actually I'll be implementing the logger module. Why logger is important? Because see guys, whenever you are writing any code, So to track like the activity, okay, like what is happening, and like this code ran successfully or not, okay. So everything actually you can track using logger, okay. Suppose you are implementing a big project, okay, so at that time it's not possible to track your terminal always, okay, because you won't be getting the terminal, okay. So if you are deploying this project to the cloud instance or any other platform, so there actually you won't be getting this kinds of terminal. So there actually you can you have to check your code activity by the logger itself, okay. So that's why this logger is very important. So in this video actually we'll be creating our custom logger. So for that, what I will do, I will open this folder called ISD, okay. Inside that I created one folder called logger. So there actually we have our constructor, okay, which is nothing but underscore underscore init underscore underscore dot py, okay. So I'll open this file. Now here I'll be writing my custom logger code, okay. So I already prepared this code, okay. You just need to use the same code, don't change anything, okay. It will work fine for you. In Python documentation docs. So there you will get the official documentation of logging, okay. So here actually you can learn like how to create a custom logger and all about, okay. So all the method actually you will be learning, but all the things we don't need. I have prepared one like a very useful logging module, okay, for you, so you can use this one. So let me quickly write it here. So guys, this is the logger code, okay. So here you can see one warning because we haven't selected our environment, okay. So here right hand side there you will see 3.9.12 has been selected. So I'll just click here and I will select our environment, which is nothing but ISD, this one, okay. So I'll select this one. Now this error will be resolved. Now this is the code. So what it will do, basically it will create one like you can say folder here called logs, okay. Inside logs it will create the timestamp, okay, and it will create a log file, okay. And inside that actually it will save all my logging information, okay. Now let's see how it will work. So I'll just quickly save it and let's test it. So I'll open my app.py. So first of all I need to import this logging, so I'll just import it from ISD, okay, dot logging, because here if you see isd.log, inside ISD folder we have logger, okay. So dot logger import logging, okay. Now let's log anything. Suppose I want to log logging dot info welcome to this project, okay. Now if I run this code, so python app.py. Now here you will see there would be a folder called logs, okay. It has created. Now inside logs it has created one timestamp folder, okay. Inside timestamp folder it has created the log file, okay. Now if I open this one, now if you see it will save the timestamp, okay, like when you ran, then it was from the root directory, and the information log it has selected welcome to this project, okay, which is nothing but this one, okay. Now actually see I have my log file and I can open it anytime, okay, and I can see like when like it has executed, okay. Now if I run it for second time, you will see it will create us like different timestamp folder, okay, see, and inside that it will save the information, okay. That's how actually I can track all the activity of my code, okay. So this is super important, guys. I'm telling because you need to add this logging functionality, okay, to all of your project, okay. Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video actually we'll be creating our custom exception. So for this actually there is a folder we have created inside ISD, okay. If you see called exception, okay, I will open this folder and there is a constructor, so I'll open this one, okay. So here basically I will write my custom exception. So I already prepared this custom exception, so you don't have to worry, just try to use this exception, okay, to all of your project, okay. It's fine. So let me do it quickly. So guys, this is the custom exception I have prepared. This is the custom exception class I have prepared, okay. So actually I'm inheriting with this exception only, okay. In Python actually there is a exception module is already there, okay. So I'm just inheriting with, and this is my custom function. So here basically I'm passing my error details, okay, and it will print like which file, which location, okay, which line, okay, and I mean which class, which function, everything it will tell you like where it got the error. Okay, and if you're not creating this exception, so it won't be giving that much of detail. Okay, suppose it will just only tell like line number okay, line number X, you got this error. Okay, but suppose if your project is like very big, okay, at that time you won't be getting like which file it got the error. Okay, but if you're using the custom exception, you can see like which file, which folder, okay, even which line it got the error. Okay, so let me run and show you like how it will work. Okay, so I'll open my app.py again. So here first of all I need to import this exception. So for that I will just import from ISD. Okay, ISD exception. Yeah, then I will import this class ISD exception here. Okay, now let's do some mistake here. So what I will do, first of all I will just write try. Okay, inside try I will write u plus 3. Okay, then I'll try to print it, print a. So I think you already know it won't work because here I'm trying to do the addition operation with integer and string. Okay, so it will throw me an error. So then inside exception block I just need to write. Okay, so this is my exception block. Let me fix the indentation. Yeah, so here I just need one module which is sys. Okay, so sys is a system module, so I just need to pass because it will automatically try to figure out like where it got the error. Okay, now I'm calling my exception, okay, class, and here I'm passing my error, that means E, and I'm passing my system module. Okay, now let's see like how it give me the detail. Okay, so what I will do, I will open my terminal and let's execute. So python app.py. Okay, see now guys, see the error. Okay, so it will tell ISD exception error occurred python script app.py. Okay, app.py line number 8. Okay, it's telling say which file, which line, okay, and what is the error message, like unsupported operate. Okay, that means you are trying to do the addition operation with the integer and string. Okay, so that's why it's giving the error. Now I can easily go to the line app.py line number 8, app.py line number 8. Okay, and I can fix this. Okay, so that's actually this custom exception helps a lot to debug our code, like where I got the error. Okay, now you can also even log this error. Okay, so how you can do it, so instead of this one, I'll just copy. So here I'll just pass the error message here. Okay, E, so it should be E. Okay, now if I again try to execute. Okay, now if you open the log, see guys, okay, you can also log the error message. Okay, here it is also possible, but it's not showing the line number. So for that you need to copy this one and you need to pass it here. Okay, now let's see. So I'll again execute. Okay, now let's open the log again. Now guys, you can see everything. It will log which file, which line, and what is the error message. Okay, so yes guys, I think you got it, like how to write our custom exception. Okay, so these two things actually very much important for any projects. Okay, we'll be using throughout okay, with our entire project. Hello everyone, welcome to this video. So in this video we'll be doing our GCP configuration setup, because as I told you, I will be reading the data from my GCP. Okay, GCP cloud, that means we will be using GCP bucket. Okay, and we'll also push our model after training to the GCP cloud platform. Okay, so for that actually we need to set up the GCP first of all. So in this video I'll tell you like how you can set up this one. It is already set up in my system. Okay, so first of all what you need to do, First of all, you need some code, okay, like to access GCP console, okay, from the Python itself. So for that, just open your head folder. So there I have created one folder called configuration, okay. So inside configuration, I have created one file called G Cloud Sensor. So this G Cloud Sensor actually will be using to download any data set, okay, to download something or to push something from our local directory, okay. So here I have prepared two methods. So let me show you. So guys, this is one G Cloud Sensor class I have prepared. Inside that I have prepared two method like since folder to G Cloud, okay, and a since folder from G Cloud. Okay, so this method will be using to download the dataset in our local directory, and this method will be using to push something from our local directory to G Cloud. Okay, so these two method you need. So you can use this code, okay, in your every project, so you don't have to change anything here. Okay, so now what you need to do, you need one CLI tool called like G Cloud CLI. Okay, so for this you can come to Google and search about like install G Cloud SDK. Okay, so you will get the link to download this SDK. Okay, so it is available for every operating system. Okay, so you can download. So what I will do, if you are using Windows, so I already have the link, so I will share the link with you. So let me show the link. So guys, this is the link. You just need to click. So here, if you just execute this link, it will automatically start downloading this. So it will automatically start downloading this Z Cloud. Okay, so this is the exe like file. Okay, so what I will do, I will give this link, okay, in the readme file, so that actually you can use it. Okay, so I'll just write G Cloud. Okay, CLI. So here I'm pasting the link. So here you can get the link from here. Okay, so just copy the link and like go to Google and paste it and execute. So it will download this exe file. So let me show you the exe file again. If I go to my download, so this is the exe file. Okay, so now what you need to do, you just need to double click on this SDK. Okay, so it will you can say tell you to do the next. Okay, the way you install any software, you just need to install this Google SDK. Okay, so after you have done the installation, you just need to open up your command prompt. Okay, you just need to open up your command prompt, and here you just need to write G Cloud. Okay, G Cloud init. Okay, so this is the command you just need to run. So if you run this command and if you execute, okay, so it will be redirecting to the your browser. Okay, and here it will tell to logging with your GCP account. Okay, so here I'm expecting you have the GCP account. Okay, if you don't have GCP account, you can create one GCP account. It is so for first time you will get $300 credits. Okay, like you need to add your card for sure, but at least try to create the GCP. Okay, then actually you just need to log in with your that account. So there actually you need to select that account. Okay, the account actually you have already created the GCP account. Okay, so just try to log in with your like you can say credential. Okay, then what it will do, it will ask for the you can say project name. Okay, so here I have already open like logged in with my here if you see, I have already logged in with my GCP console. So this is my GCP console. Okay, if you're logging with your GCP console, you will see the window like that. So here actually you will have a lots of projects if you have created a lots of projects. So for me, I have a lots of project here. So here I have kept my data inside my project neuron. Okay, project neuron project. So you just need to give that like you can say project name. Okay, in the terminal. Then you need to press enter again. So it will ask for the region. Okay, so region you actually you need to select. So for me it is Mumbai region. Okay, so I have already selected. So with respect to your configuration, you just need to select the terminal, select in the terminal. Okay, and just execute. It will be automatically configured. Okay, so after that just come here, and here if I show you G Cloud, just click on G Cloud. Okay, so here this is the actually buckets. Okay, so these are the buckets are available. So now here if you want to create any bucket, so what you can do, just click on create. Okay, just give any bucket name. Let's give test demo buck. Okay, it should be unique name. Okay, then what you can do, just click on create. Okay, see you have successfully created the bucket. So now here you just need to upload your data. Okay, so let me show you how you can upload your data. So guys, this is my data zip file. Okay, so here I will just drag and drop. Okay, so if you just drag and drop, it will start uploading the data. I will also share this data with you, so you don't have to worry. See, I have uploaded, okay? But for me, I have already prepared one bucket for my projects, which is nothing but here, hate speech, okay? So this is my bucket name. And inside that, actually, I have kept my data, okay? So guys, that's actually you just need to upload your data after doing the configuration of your GCP CLI, okay? Make sure everything is fine, okay? From your side, you are like not having any error, okay? You will get a lots of tutorial like how to set up this gcloud CLI, okay? So by seeing the tutorial itself, you can also configure, okay? So yes guys, this was a video. I just wanted to tell you like how you can configure your GCP, okay? But if you don't have any GCP account, so what you can do, you can also read the data from the local itself, okay? It is also fine. But here actually we are following the end-to-end pipeline. So here I'm expecting you are reading the data from the cloud itself, okay? So guys, I think you have already seen like how we can configure this gcloud, okay? How we can download this CLI and all, okay? So see, I told you about my previous project, which is nothing but hate speech, okay? So similar wise, you just try to create your own bucket here. So for this project, I created language translation training pipeline. This is my bucket name. And here, what you need to do, you just need to update your data here, okay? So create a folder called dataset. Inside dataset, just upload all of your data, okay? So I will give this one, I will give this data, I will provide in the resources section. Just try to drag and drop here, okay? It will upload here. Then you also need this TF model, okay? So I will also provide this TF model. You will get in your resources section. Just try to drag and drop these two folder here, okay? This thing you don't have to create, it would be automatically create, okay? Whenever I'll be doing the model pusher, okay? Because I have already run the project, that's why it has created, okay? So just create your bucket, try to update this two thing, dataset and your TF model, okay? That's it. So once it is done, then I think you are ready to go, okay? Now in the next video itself, we can start our data ingestion part, okay? Hello everyone, welcome to this video. So as of now, we have completed all of the configuration and we have already written our exception and logger. So now actually we are ready to start with our pipeline, okay? So first of all, I will be creating this data ingestion components, okay? Because in our previous video we have already configured our GCP, okay? It's like how to connect with GCP and how to get the data, okay? Every code actually we have written. If you open this one, cloud storage, G cloud sensor, okay? So here we have mentioned all the method, okay? So now here first of all, let's open this components. Inside components, I have a file called dataingestion.py, okay? So here actually I'll be writing all the logic. So basically what I'm gonna do, I'm going to read my data from my like gcloud bucket, okay? So this is my bucket, language translation training pipeline. As I already told you, we need to create this bucket and you need to upload your data here, okay? So this is my data set. So I will provide this data set and I will also provide this model, okay? So this folder is you just need to upload here. So now by the code itself, I'll try to read this data, okay? And I will try to download in my local, okay? So for that, first of all, what I need to do. So first of all, I'll be importing some of the libraries. So guys, these are the libraries that are needed. So I need operating system, then C's, okay? So here everything we have created, but we haven't created this data ingestion config and data ingestion artifacts and some of the constant variable we haven't created, okay? So these are the thing we need to create. So first of all, let's create our constant, okay? So to create the constant, so there is a folder we have created called constant, okay? Just open the folder and there is a constructor we have created called _init__dot_py, okay? So I'll open this one. So guys, I'm going to define some of the constant I need for this project, okay? So these are the constant actually I need. So this thing I need whenever I will be creating my fast API app, okay? As of now, I have just mentioned here. Then this is my cloud related constant, like my training bucket name, which is nothing but language translation training pipeline. So here, if I show you, so this is my bucket name, okay? If I go back, so this is my bucket name I have mentioned here. Then I have also mentioned my gcloud model, okay? Gcloud model means, suppose if I come here, so there is a one model called gcloud. So it would be created whenever I'll be doing the model pusher, okay? So at that time actually it will be creating. So as of now, just try to take it as a variable, just keep it, okay? I need it later on. And here I have created my pipeline, okay, name, which is language translation, then artifacts, okay? Then this is your model name, okay, which model you are gonna use, then trend CSV, trace CSV, okay, schema.yaml. So these are the like application related constant I need, okay. Then I will save it. Now if I go back to my data ingestion, now if I press Ctrl and right click, okay, see it is redirecting because I have already mentioned these are the thing, okay. So now I need to create this data ingestion configuration and data ingestion artifacts, okay. Why? Because if you see this flowchart, so here I need some of the configuration, okay, whenever I'll be doing the data ingestion, like data ingestion directory and data ingestion raw file path, and it will return some of the artifacts like your train data path, trace data path, and validation data path, okay. So these are the thing I need to create. So how I can create it? So there is a folder I created called entity. I'll open the entity, and first of all let's create the config entity. So I'll open the config entity. So first of all, here you need to mention your training pipeline related configurations. So these are my training pipeline related configuration. It is nothing but here if you see, I'm just taking these are the variable, okay, taking these are variable from the constant itself, okay. So inside constant we have already created, okay, these are the thing. So basically what will happen whenever you will be executing your data ingestion, okay, so it will create one artifacts folder. Inside artifacts folder it will create one timestamp folder, okay. Inside timestamp folder it will like create one folder called data ingestion. Inside that actually it will like ingest the data, okay. So that's actually it will work. So this code actually will help you to like get the timestamp, okay, like artifacts directory path, these are the thing, okay. So once it is done, then I need to create my data ingestion related configuration. So this is the data ingestion related configuration. So basically here I'm creating one simple class, okay. So inside class I'm just defining some of the class variable like data ingestion directory. So these two variable I'm defining, and this is the path, okay. This is the entire path I'm defining here. So see, instead of hard coding the value, I'm taking it from constant, okay, taking it as a variable. So that's actually you need to also do. But here if you see data ingestion directory and data ingestion raw file path, these two constant is not defined. So I will again open my constant. So here I just need to mention my data ingestion related constant. So these are my data ingestion related constant, data ingestion directory and raw data set, okay. So I'll save it. Now if I come back, now see it is accessible, okay. So it will return these two configuration, okay. And once it is done, I also need to create my artifacts, data ingestion artifacts, okay. So for that I will open this artifacts entity inside my entity folder, and here let's mention my data ingestion related artifacts, okay. So that's actually you can mention. So basically I'm using one decorator called data class, and inside data class actually I'm creating one class because see, it is not going to be actual class, so it's a data class. So basically inside data class, if you mention any variable, okay, you can actually access this thing, okay, without writing any self, okay. So that is the advantage here. So basically it will return this thing, okay. So that's actually you can define. Now what is my data ingestion related yeah, so it will only return your ingested data raw file path. So inside that you will have, these are the file train, test and validation, okay. So that's it. Now if I open my data ingestion, now I think everything should be accessible, okay. Now what I will do, I will create one final class called data ingestion, okay. Inside data ingestion I am defining my data ingestion configuration, okay. Then I'm writing my exception, okay. Now first of all, the first method I'm going to write here, since folder from gcloud. So basically this method will get the data, sorry. So this method will get the data from your gcloud bucket, okay. So this is the code. So basically here if you see, I'm using this since folder from gcloud. So inside my cloud sensor, this method I'm using. So this method automatically will get the data, okay, get this dataset folder in your local, okay. So that is the thing I'm doing here. Then once it is done, see, first of all, it will create the folder, okay. It will create artifacts folder, and it will create data ingestion folder. Inside that it will save the data, okay. So once it is done, what I need to do, I need to also start this method. So for this I will create another method called initiate data ingestion, okay. So initiate data ingestion will call this method here. If you see, it will call this method, and once it is done, it will return this ingested data raw file path, okay. This path actually it will return, basically where it will like save the data, this path actually it will return, because I have mentioned here, okay, inside my data ingestion artifacts. So yes, it is done. Now to test this one, you need to write your training pipeline. So for this, I will come back to my pipeline, and here I have a file called training pipeline. I'll open this one. So first of all, let's import some of the libraries. So I'll import my training pipeline configuration and data ingestion configuration, this thing from my config entity. So once it is done, I also need to import my artifacts as well. Okay, from language translation entity, artifacts entity, I'm also importing my this one, my data ingestion artifacts, which is nothing but I have created this one, and config means these two things. Okay, I'm importing. So once it is done, now I will also import my G cloud sensor because I need it. Then I also need my data ingestion class because we have already prepared this class. Okay, from my data ingestion components here. So from my data ingestion components, okay, from this file itself here, if you see, this is the class I have created. Okay, I'm importing here. Now once it is done, I also need my logging and exception. Okay, this is my login and exception. So yes, I think these are the thing I need. Now I will create one final class called training pipeline. Okay, and here I have like defined one variable called is pipeline running or not. Okay, so if it is not running, it will be by default false. If it is running, it would be true. Okay, then inside that I'm defining one constructor, and inside that I've defined my training pipeline configuration and gcloud sensor. Okay, now the first method you just need to write here called data ingestion, start data ingestion, because we have already created our data ingestion components, but we also need to start this one. Okay, so to start this one, you need to define this one. So I think some error I'm having. Okay, because I haven't imported this data ingestion configuration, it should be imported here. Okay, so yeah, I think now it is fine. Yeah, now this method actually will start your data ingestion pipeline. So basically, see here, if you see, I'm calling this data ingestion class. I'm passing the argument it takes. Okay, here if you see, it takes this data ingestion configuration. Then once it is done, then I'm calling this method called initiate data ingestion after initializing these objects. Okay, initiate data ingestion. Here if you see, I've created yeah, this one. So it will run all the method here. Okay, so that is what I'm calling, and once it is done, I'm logging the information and I'm retaining my data ingestion artifacts. That's it. Now it is done. Now you need to create one final method called run pipeline, because this run pipeline will run your entire pipeline. Okay, so now let's also close this exception. And yeah, I think that's it. So basically, whenever your run pipeline will start, okay, this variable, okay, will be true. Okay, this variable will be true, and it will start the pipeline. First of all, it will run your start data ingestion. First of all, it will run your data ingestion. Okay, if you create data transformation later on, you just need to write it after data ingestion. Then after data transformation, you need to write model trainer. Okay, so that's how you have created like sequentially. Okay, not like randomly. So that's actually we create the pipeline. Okay, so we have already completed our data ingestion. Now let's test it whether it's working or not. Okay, so what I will do for this, I will open my main.py. First of all, let's write some code here. So I need these two libraries. So basically, I'm importing my training pipeline from my pipeline itself here, if you see. And once it is done, I also need my logging and exception, although I won't be using, but let's take it. And so first of all, let's initialize our training pipeline. Okay, we haven't imported this training pipeline here. Okay, now we have initialized. So it is my object. Now I will call this run pipeline. Okay, run pipeline. So I think you already know this is the run pipeline I'm calling. Okay, now let's run this main.py and let's see whether it's working or not. So I'll just write Python. Make sure you have activated your environment main.py. See guys, it has created the artifacts folder, okay, and it is connecting with G-Cloud. Now see guys, it is downloading the data, okay. So this is the size of your data. So it will take some time. I will wait, okay. When it will complete, I will come back. So guys, as you can see, our pipeline ran successfully. Now, if I show you my artifacts folder, now see, it would be very much clear. So inside, so first of all, it has created one artifacts folder. Inside that, it has created one timestamp folder. Okay, the timestamp actually I executed the code. Then inside that, it has created one a folder called data ingestion. Inside data ingestion, it has created raw data. Okay, and it has downloaded the data. Okay, so here if you see, it has downloaded the data. So if I show you my data, inside dataset, I had my test train validation and this JSON. Okay, now if I show you here, my test train validation and this JSON. Okay, so everything it has downloaded successfully. That means our code is working. So we have successfully completed our first components, which is nothing but data ingestion. Okay, so in our next video, I'll be writing my data transformation related components. Okay, like how to transform the data. Okay, but before that, let's commit the changes because we have completed one component. So what I will do, first of all, see, it will also commit your artifacts, but I don't want. I will open my git ignore, and here I'll mention artifacts folder. Okay, I'm going to ignore this artifacts folder. That's why. Okay, artifacts, I think. Yeah. Now if I click on source control, now see, it will be ignored. Now I'll open my terminal. Let's clear. First of all, I'll just write git add git commit data ingestion added. Then let's do git push origin main. Okay, see, so it has successfully pushed the code. Okay, now guys, we have done. Now in our next video, let's complete this data transformation components. Hello everyone, welcome back. So in our previous video, we have completed our data ingestion component. So in this video, I'll be writing this data transformation one. Okay, and I think you already saw data transformation means like we are doing some tokenization, okay, in our notebook. So it's the same thing actually we'll be doing here. Okay, nothing new. So I'll open this data transformation, this file. So here, first of all, let's import some of the libraries. Okay, so these are the libraries I need. And if you see notebook, okay, so some of the libraries I'm using like the same. Okay, like see, I was loading this load from disk auto tokenizer. Okay, and this thing actually I have created my custom, and I need to only create this data transformation config and data transformation artifacts, these two things. And I also need to create some of the constant related my data transformation. So first of all, let's create the constant. So I'll open this constant. Okay, this constant init.py, and here let's mention our data transformation related constant first of all. So these are my data transformation related constant. So here if you see, basically it will create one folder called data transformation. Inside that it will create transform data, and inside that it will save all of my transform data. Okay, and this is the max input length and max target length. Okay, source and target language, I think you already know, like in our notebook we have mentioned this thing. Okay, whenever you apply this tokenization, we need these are the thing. So now if I save it, now if I come back, now see, everything is accessible. Okay, so now first of all, what I need to do, I need to create this data transformation configuration. So first of all, let me show you what is data transformation configuration. I think I already discussed in the flowchart. So see, so I need, these are the configuration. Okay, these are the configuration. It will start the data transformation, then it will edit some of the artifacts. Okay, so let's create, these are the configuration first of all. So for this, I will open my data transformation configuration. So let's open this config entity. So here, so these are my data transformation related configuration. If I show you, okay, so basically here I'm not doing anything. I'm creating one class. Inside class, I'm defining some of the class variable, like all these variable. Okay, data transformation, train file path. If you see, these are the thing, and only I'm just like, see, I'm just writing the path. Okay, using voice.path.join instead of hard coding, instead of writing the hard code value. what I'm doing, I'm just taking from my constant, okay, constant and my like you can say entity, okay. These are the thing I'm doing. I think, see, if you know Python, okay, I think you are getting what I am doing here, okay. So see, right, like that I'm defining all of my like you can say necessary variable name, okay. So once it is done, now I will come back to my transformation. Now it should be accessible. Now with that I will also create my data transformation artifact. So I'll open this artifacts entity. Now here I need to mention the same data class, okay, but it will return this thing, your tokenized dataset, your tokenized trend dataset, okay, and your tokenized validation dataset and your tokenized test dataset, okay. So these are the thing actually it will return. So now if I go back to my transformation, now I think it should be accessible, okay. Now my data transformation artifacts, yeah. Now all the thing I have done. Now let's define the data transformation class. This is my data transformation class, okay. Here I'm like defining my data ingestion artifacts and data transformation configuration. Why I need data ingestion artifacts? Because it will return like where is your data presented, like see, okay, where is your data presented, it will return that path, that's why. Then I'm initializing inside class variable. Now first of all, what I will do, I will create one method called, it would be static method, okay, sorry. Okay, I think you know what is static method, okay. So it is nothing but dataset process, okay. So basically what it will do, it will apply this tokenization, okay. So this is the tokenization like code here I'm just writing, okay. So I will use this method whenever I'll be doing the final tokenization all of like on top of my all dataset, okay. So to do it, I need to define one final class, final method here, which is nothing but initiate data transformation, okay, this one. So basically here if you see, I'm just logging first of all, then I'm loading my dataset from my disk, then I'm applying my tokenization, okay. Here if you see dataset process, I'm calling this method, so it will apply tokenization on top of my all data. Now again I'm loading my data, okay. Here if you see, now what I'm doing, I'm saving my data, okay, in my disk, and then what I'm doing, I'm saving this data, okay, in my disk, that means in my local. Once it is done, here if you see, I'm doing this shuffling, okay. Then this is my data set, I again saving, and this is my validation data set, okay. So basically I'm saving my train data set separately, validation data separately, and my test data set separately, okay. Once everything is done, I'm returning these are the artifacts, okay, like tokenized dataset. What is this tokenized dataset? What is this train dataset, validation dataset, and test dataset? If you see, okay, the same thing I'm doing here. Now once everything is done, so this is your data transformation, and this thing actually I perform in my notebook, if you see, okay. Now what I will do, let's to test this one, you need to again open your training pipeline, and here you just need to mention all the thing. So first of all, you need to import your uh, data transformation configuration. Then you need to import your data transformation artifact, okay. Then you need to also import your data transformation, okay. Now once everything is done, so once it is done, now I will create one method called start data transformation. So this is the data transformation. Here I'm defining my data transformation class, and it will return the object, and I'm calling this initiate data transformation, which is nothing but this one, okay. It will start your data transformation. Now once it is done, then I need to also call this thing inside my run pipeline, because run pipeline is my main method, okay. So let's do it. So this is my run pipeline, okay. So here I'm calling this data start data transformation, this one, okay, and it will return this thing, okay. So yes guys, I think it's done. So I'm not going to execute this pipeline because it will take time. So what I will do, I'll execute like when I will complete all the thing, okay. But you can execute, and you can see like whether it's working or not, but I already tested, it's working fine for me, okay. So in our next video, what I will do, see, after running this data transformation, it will transform your data. Okay, it will apply the tokenization and all. Okay, and your data would be prepared for the training. So now we need to start the model trainer part. Okay, so in our next video we'll be writing our model trainer components. Okay, hello everyone, welcome back. So we have completed our data ingestion and data transformation components. So in this video, let's create this data model trainer. Okay, so our data is prepared. Now we need to start our model trainer. Okay, so for this, let's import again some of the libraries. So these are the libraries are needed. I need to create this model trainer configuration and model trainer artifacts, and I also need to create some of the constant. Okay, so first of all, let's create the constant. I will open this constructor, and here let's mention our model trainer related constant. So after this transformation, I will write this model trainer related constant. So these are the constant I need. Okay, and these are my some argument like batch size, learning rate. Okay, you can change here as per your machine configuration. Okay, and this number of epochs. Okay, as of now, let's take it one. Okay, because it will take time. Okay, if you increase the size, and if your machine is good, so you can increase this size. Okay, so it's fine. Now I will come back to my model trainer. Now everything would be accessible. Now let's create this model trainer configuration. Okay, so if I show you my model trainer image once, so I need these are the configuration. Okay, and it will return these artifacts. Okay, so let's create it. So I will open this config entity. So let's zoom out, and so this is my model trainer configuration. Okay, so basically your model trainer directory, train model directory, and your Keras native test dataset file path. Okay, so these are the thing I need. And the same thing, if you see, I'm doing the same thing in my notebook, but here I'm organizing the code. That's it. Okay, now let's go back. Yeah, now I think it is accessible. Yeah, now let's create this artifacts as well. So I'll open this artifacts entity. So here let's mention my model trainer artifacts. Okay, it will return your train model path and Keras native dataset. Okay, basically after training, it will save one model and it will return this model file path. Okay, and your Keras native dataset, which is you have prepared. Okay, in your data ingestion component, data transformation component. Okay, so it's done. Now I will open my model trainer. Now everything would be accessible. Now let's create the final class. Yeah, so this is my model trainer. Okay, model trainer class, and here I'm initializing all of the like data ingestion artifacts, data transformation artifacts, and model trainer configuration. Okay, so the first method you need, which is nothing but load model from your. So the first method actually you need to mention, which is nothing but load model. Okay, so basically it will load the model. Okay, here if you see, here if you just need to give your model path and it will load the model. Okay, after getting the model, you need to start the model training. Okay, so this is the training method. So it will take your tokenized dataset and tokenized validation dataset. It will load the model. Okay, it will load the like a tokenizer as well. It will create a data collator. After that, you will prepare test dataset, then your validation dataset, then your train dataset. Okay, sorry, it will load your train dataset, validation dataset. It will initialize your optimizer. It will do the compilation of your model, and it will start the model training, model.feed. The same thing I was doing in my notebook. Okay, that's it. Now once it is done, you can also test. Okay, so after that, actually what you need to do, you need to prepare your testing dataset. Okay, as your like Keras native format as well. Okay, so this method will help you. Now once everything is done, now you can finally write this initiate model trainer method. So let me show you. So this is the final method. So basically it will load your data. Okay, here if you see train model, it will train the model. It will create the directory. It will prepare your test data. It will again create the directory and it will save everything. Okay, so once everything is done, now it will return your model trainer artifacts, which is nothing but your save model file path and your Keras native dataset file path. Okay, that's it. Now this is prepared. Now to run this one, you need to also create your training pipeline. So let's open a training pipeline, and here first of all you need to mention your model trainer configuration. and your model trainer artifacts as well. Okay, now you need to also import your model trainer. Now let's create start model training, this method after this data transformation. Okay, start model training. So it will start the model training, as you can see here. Okay, this is the final class, and I'm calling this initiate model trainer. Now I also need to mention this thing inside my run pipeline after this data transformation. Yeah, I think it's done. Okay, so yeah, it's prepared now. I'm not going to execute because again it will take time. I will execute once I have completed all the components. Okay, so in our next video we'll be creating our model evaluation. Okay, because after training the model you need to also see the evaluation metrics. Okay, based on the evaluation metrics you will be doing the pushing, okay, of your model. Suppose if your model is not performing well, current model, okay, suppose whenever you will be executing this code for the first time, it will train one model and it will push the model to your G Cloud. Okay, then whenever you will be running for the second time, okay, so what it will do, it will again train one model. Okay, and instead of pushing the current model to the G Cloud, it will first of all check whether your G Cloud model is better than your current model or not. If it is better, then it won't be pushing. If it is not better, then it will push. Okay, that's actually I will be checking inside my evaluation. Hello everyone, welcome back. So in our previous video, we have completed till model trainer part. So in this video, we'll be creating this model evaluation components, okay? Because why I need this model evaluation components, as I already told you. So basically here, we need this because of the model pusher. So we'll be checking our model performance, okay? We'll be checking the model loss. Based on the model loss, actually, what we'll do, we'll push the model, okay, to our G Cloud. So guys, as I already told you, actually after doing the evaluation, okay, we'll be checking the loss. Based on the loss, actually we'll be pushing our model to our like G Cloud, okay. So for that, let's create this model evaluation component. So I'll click on this model evaluation. So first of all, let's import some of the libraries. Okay, so these are the libraries are needed. So here basically I just need to create this model evaluation config and model evaluation artifacts, these two things. Okay, so let's open this config entity. So here I'll be creating my model evaluation config. Okay, so these are the model evaluation configuration you need, and let's also create this model like artifacts entity. Okay, evaluation artifacts entity. With that you also need classification metrics artifacts as well, because here we'll be using like classification metrics like f1. Okay, f1 score, position score, and recall score. Okay, so it's done, and this will return actually is model accepted or not. Okay, so model evaluation will return, it will check first of all the model loss. If your current model is better than the G Cloud model, okay, so it will return true. Okay, is model accepted, this value is equal to true, otherwise it will return false. If it is true, we'll be like pushing the model. If it is false, we won't be pushing the model. Okay, so this is the you can say technique we'll be doing. Now I think everything should be accessible. Yeah, now let's create the final class. So this is my model evaluation class. Okay, and first of all I'll be defining one method here called initiate model evaluation. Okay, so basically it will like get your model. Okay, like both model, your current model and your G Cloud model, then it will check this loss here. Okay, so if your cloud loss is like greater than your current loss, okay, so it will accept the model, otherwise it won't be accepting the model. Okay, this is the logic, simple logic actually I'm performing. Now once it is done, now let's write it inside pipeline also. So first of all I need to import model evaluation config. Okay, similar wise I also need, then I also need model evaluation, this thing. Then I will initiate one method here called start model evaluation. Okay, after this model training. Okay, start model evaluation. It will start the model evaluation, and I need to also mention inside my run pipeline. Okay, so I have mentioned inside my run pipeline. Now this thing is completed. Okay, so in our next video we'll be writing this model pusher component. Okay, hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video let's create this model pusher. So I will open this one. We have already completed our model evaluation, so based on the evaluation actually we'll be pushing the model. Okay, so first of all let's import some of the libraries here. So these are the libraries are needed. Okay, so I just need to create this configuration and artifacts. So for this I will open this config entity, and here let's mention my model pusher related configuration. Okay, so it is nothing but it would be just your bucket name. Okay, then I also need to write my artifacts. Okay, so this is the artifacts. So it will return the bucket name and gcloud model file path. Okay, that's it. Okay, I think, yeah, so I think there was a issue. Yeah, so now it's done. Now I will open this model pusher. Now it should be accessible. So now first of all I will write one final class called model pusher. Okay, here I will be initializing my model pusher config and model trainer artifacts and my gcloud sensor. And I will create one method called initiate model pusher. Okay, it will initiate your model pusher. Basically it will use this method from your gcloud sensor. So since folder to gcloud, basically it will take your model folder and it will upload to the gcloud. Okay, so this method actually will help you to do that. Okay, once it is done, what it will do, it will return these are the artifacts. Okay, now let's mention inside our training pipeline. So first of all let's import our model pusher config here, and I also need to import my model pusher. Let me zoom. Yeah, model pusher. And once it is done, then I will be creating one final method called start model pusher. After model training, after model evaluation, I will write it. Okay, start model pusher. And here I will be mentioning this model pusher code. So basically here I will apply one if else condition. Okay, so let me tell you what it will do. Basically it will check this parameter. If it is true, okay, basically see, if it is not true, it will it won't be like pushing the model. Okay, it will tell train model is better than your best model. Okay, if it is true, okay, then it will start the model pusher, as you can see here. Okay, so this is the logic. So that's it guys. I think we have successfully completed all the components. Now you can execute the code. Okay, and you can see whether it's working or not. So let me execute the code. So I'll just write python main.py. Okay, see guys, it will take some time, okay, to execute the entire code. So I have already executed the code and I got the output, so there is no error. Okay, it's working perfectly, so you can check from your side. So see, once you have executed this code main.py, it will run all the components one by one: data ingestion, transformation, model trainer, evaluation, pusher. Okay, then just open up your gcloud. Okay, go to bucket, and here you would be able to see your trend model. Okay, and here if I go to my bucket, okay, so first time it will push your model, okay, to this gcloud, so you'd be able to see it. Okay, so then in the second run actually it will check this model and your current model, and it will calculate the loss. Okay, based on that it will push the model again. Okay, so yes guys, we have completed our entire project. Now in our next video what we'll do, we'll be writing our main.py, because we need to create one fast API app. Okay, because it's like a code, but if any user wants to use this application, okay, so that's why we'll be providing one EY, simple EY, so that they can at least operate our code. Okay, and we'll be creating two routes. One is for training route and one is for like prediction route. Okay, hello everyone, welcome to this video. So as of now actually we have completed our training pipeline. Okay, So all the components we have written, like our data ingestion, data transformation, model trainer, model pusher, and model evaluation, all the things we have completed. But now actually we have to create the prediction pipeline, so that if I want to predict something, okay, so how I can predict it. And I will be also like creating one like you can say fast API app, so that if I like run my project, okay, suppose if I run my main.py, so it will launch one UI, okay. So in that UI I will be having two route, one is like train and one is like prediction, okay. So if I click on the train, so it will start the training, okay, of our model. So it will basically run one by one, data ingestion, data transformation, okay, one by one. Then once a training is done, then you can also do the prediction, okay. So what I will do, I will open my main.py. So here basically I have to write my this first API code and my prediction pipeline, okay. So first of all, let's remove all the thing I don't need, and I will be importing some of the libraries, okay. So these are the libraries are needed. So all the things I have, so here if you see, I'm just importing this training pipeline we have created inside this pipeline, okay. So this training pipeline class I'm importing here, okay, because this is my endpoint, okay. And here I just only need to create this one, my prediction pipeline, like lang translation, this class I need to create, okay, inside ML folder. So there is a folder you will see called ML. Just open this ML folder. Then there would be another folder called model, okay. Inside model I have prediction, so I will open this prediction. So here actually first of all let's import some of the libraries, okay. So these are the libraries are needed, so make sure everything is accessible, okay. So all the thing I have already mentioned. So now here first of all I'll be creating one class, okay. And in the constructor actually I wouldn't be writing anything, so that's why I'm just giving pass. Now first of all, the first method I'm going to write, which is nothing but fetch model from gcloud, okay, because whenever you will be doing the prediction, okay, it will check in your local whether your model is present or not. If it is not present, it will get the model from the gcloud, okay. Then it will do the prediction. Then once you have the model, then I will be writing my final prediction method. So this is the prediction method. So here you are not doing anything, the same thing, you are loading your tokenizer, okay, you are loading your model, okay, and you are doing the prediction, that's it, okay, and you're returning the prediction. So this is my prediction code, okay. Now what I will do, I will integrate with my main.py. So I'll come back, and now if I press control and click here, okay, it should be accessible because we have already defined. Now first of all, let's um, initialize our first API. Okay, so that's how you can initialize your first API. So by default it will open slash docs, you can say route, okay. So here I will be creating the first route, which is nothing but train. So this is the training route. So basically if you just give slash train, so it will start the training. So here I'm not doing anything, I'm just initializing my training pipeline class, and from that first of all it will check if training pipeline is running or not, okay. If it is running, so it will throw one response like this pipeline is already running. If it is not running, then it will run your pipeline, okay. Then it will give a response like training is successful, okay. Now it is for the training pipeline. Now I have to also write for my prediction, okay. So this is my prediction. So here I'm just loading my language translation this class, and from here I'm just calling this prediction, okay. So here if I show you this method, okay, I'm just running. So yeah, now it will give you the prediction, and you will having your generated text, okay, and you have to return this one, okay. Now to run this app, you need to initialize your host and port. So here that's how you can mention your host and port, okay. So now everything is fine. Now let's execute and see whether it's working or not, okay. So I'll open my terminal and let's run python main.py. See guys, it's running. So now let's open my this one. Now here I'll just search localhost, uh, port number 8000, okay, because we have given 8000. Now let's run. Now see guys, this is my app, okay, first API app, and here I have two route, training route, Okay, so if you want to train, just click on try it out and click on execute. Okay, it will start the training, but I'm not going to train because it will take time. You can check from your side. I have already checked. Okay, now this is the prediction. So here, let's open the prediction and click on try it out and give some text here. Hello. Okay, how are you? Now if I execute, okay, so guys, if you see, uh, it has started running. Okay, now it will get the model from the G Cloud itself first of all. Okay, see, this is the like it is downloading the model. After downloading the model, it will give you the response. Okay, here, as I already told you in my as I already showed you in my demonstration video. Okay, similar wise it will work. So yes guys, we have successfully completed our prediction pipeline and this app creation. Okay, so now we have done implementing this project. Okay, now what I need to do, I need to deploy this project. Okay, so from our next video itself, we'll be trying to deploy this project. Okay, but before that, let's commit the changes because we haven't committed as of now. So what I will do, I'll just write git add, then do let's git commit app added, then do git push origin main. Okay guys, it's done. Now if you open up your GitHub, so guys, see, we have successfully committed our code. Okay, so yes guys, this is all about from this video. So thank you so much for watching this video and I will see you next time.